The fabric I'm working with is a liquid Mikado fabric, as you can see. So the first thing I did was that I folded into 4, and I folded into 4 using the shoulder measurement divided by 2 and the length of the sleeve. That is what I did. So now I'm taking my shoulder measurement first. I'm going to mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2 first, and then I'm now going to add the length of the sleeve that I want to the shoulder measurement, as you can see, because this bubu has a cut together shoulder. So I'm going to cut the length of the sleeve. Then I'm now going to measure the round armhole of the sleeve. This round sleeve is not fitted. Round sleeve, right? I'm sorry. This round sleeve is not fitted, so you have to make sure that it is very, very free. And as you can see in the video, it's a bit big. So you're going to mark the round sleeve of the bubu. Now I'm going to measure how wide I want the bubu to be. For the purpose of this video, I'm working with the hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 5 inches for ease. I'm just going to mark that here, and I'm going to connect it to that round sleeve that we already measured. Then I'm going to go ahead and measure the same thing all the way down because it's a straight bubu. The next thing I'm going to do is to measure out my neck. As you can notice that I'm measuring from this side. That's because front and back, there is no opening at all. The only opening is on the side. So I've come in by 3.5 inches. And for the back measurement, I'm going to be using 1.5. And for the front measurement, I'm using 8-inch depth. So 3.5 by 8 inch for the front and 3.5 by 1.5 inches for the back. I've gone ahead to cut out both fabric pieces. What I'm just doing here is trying to form the shape of the neckline for the front part. Remember that I said that for the front part is going to be 3.5 inches by 8 inches depth. So that's what I'm just trying to do here. Now to cover up the neckline, what you're going to use is facing. You're going to use fabric. You can use fabric for interfacing, but please do not use bias if you want your job to be very neat and professional. Now for the main reason why we're here. So this asooke that I have is 2. Awemeji in Yoruba. So that means that if your asooke is long, you will need 1.5. If it's not long, please use 2 pieces. Yes, I think they call it pieces at the market. And I'm going to make sure that all the edges are aligned. Please, if your asooke has more patterns, like more defined patterns than this one that I'm using, please make sure that you arrange all the patterns well before you start cutting. Now, I've gone to use facing to turn out my neckline, and I've gone ahead to fold the middle part so that I can get the exact midpoint. I went ahead to iron it properly to give me that gator. That's what we used to call it. Yes, to give me that gator. So now what I'm going to do, just watch closely. I'm going to do it. I'm going to place this neckline. See, can you see the edge of the neckline at the tip of the asooke? I hope you guys can see. I'm just trying to secure that with my pins. I'm going to place this edge, this pointed. So this is going to stop at exactly where the V-neck stops. The V-neck stops at the 8 inches, right? You remember, right? So the asooke is going to stop there. I'm going to stop it there. For the remaining part, I'm now going to go ahead and measure 1/2 inch from this point, from where it stops. I'm going to measure out 1/2 inch all the way to the end. So to measure the length of where the asooke is going to stop on your fabric is dependent on your fabric. So I'm going to measure 1/2 inch. Can you guys see 1/2 inch of the asooke like this all the way to the end? I'm going to cut it out. So here is what we have, guys. I'm going to go ahead and join this tip together, and I'm going to come back and show you guys. Here's what we have, guys. Can you see how beautiful and good looking it is on the inside and on the outside? I went ahead to also press it at the midpoint. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to place this on the neckline, making sure that the fabric is not showing at the neckline at all. I'm going to pin it down completely from the tip of the shoulder to the midpoint, and then I'm going to pin everything down, and I'm going to run it over with a sewing machine. And guys, here is what we have. Can you see how beautiful and neat this design is looking already? Like, it looks so beautiful. Now for the tip of the sleeves, what I'm just going to do is to measure what I have at the tip here, at the tip of the sleeve here, so that I get what I'm going to use to cut out the asooke. So I'll measure that on the asooke, and what I just did was just divide the asooke into 2. That's what I did, simple as a bit. I just divided it into 2 like so, and I joined it to the tip of the sleeves. This is the final result, guys. Ignore the outfit under the mannequin. If you enjoyed this video and you found this video interesting and educating, please don't forget to drop a comment and hit that subscribe button so that you can see more videos like this. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.